This is NJ Sports Media on the Sidelines. Hi, everyone. I'm Lou Brogno. Welcome to St. Joseph's Regional High School in Montvale. The Green Knights getting ready for a huge rivalry game coming up this weekend against the Crusaders of Bergen Catholic. And we will preview that game in just a few moments. But first, want to take a look back at some of last week's action. And, of course, there were some tremendous games played in northern New Jersey. And the game that's at the top of the list is the huge showdown between Paramus Catholic and Don Bosco Prep, won by the Paladins by the score of 21-14. Let's pick up the action first half, and it was a huge game for Paramus Catholic's outstanding running back, Ahmad Thomas. 21 carries, 84 yards, and he zigzagged for 2 first-half touchdowns, giving Paramus Catholic a 13-0 lead. Looked like the Paladins were rolling, but Don Bosco Prep came back. In the second half, Malik Bauer capped off a tremendous drive by the Ironmen with this 2-yard touchdown run early in the fourth quarter to make it 14-13 Don Bosco Prep. Then Willie Hansen with a brilliant play on a read option. He scampers 42 yards through the middle, takes it down to the 22-yard line. Then a perfectly placed sideline pass to Marquise Spence on a wheel route. Marquise Spence, the touchdown. Then a back shoulder fade pass on the 2-point conversion to Donald Brown. Gives the Paladins a 7-point lead. They're up 21-14, and they go on to win it in come-from-behind fashion, defeating the Ironmen by 7. Huge game for Willie Hansen at the quarterback position for Paramus Catholic. He was lethal both on the ground and through the air. Through the air, he was 9 of 13, 112 yards and a touchdown pass. And, of course, on the ground, as we said earlier, 9 carries for 40 yards. The Paladins remain undefeated. They are 6-0. And on the defensive side of the ball, they did a great job against that Bosco offense, led by Rashawn Gary, who had 2 sacks in the game, giving him 8 on the season. He also had 7 tackles for losses this season as well. So Paramus Catholic off this week. Don Bosco Prep takes on Passaic Tech, which, by the way, is undefeated in the public school ranks. That comes up on Friday night. It'll be the first of 4 home games. 4 of the last 5 games for the Ironmen will be at home at Granitel Stadium. Another huge game played last weekend. Bergen Catholic going up against DePaul. The Crusaders licking their chops after they were crushed by Paramus Catholic the week before by the score of 44-7. What a bounce back win it was for the Crusaders. The key to this game, though, the Bergen Catholic defense, which held DePaul to just 26 total yards after Kareem Walker ripped off that 54-yard touchdown run. They just shut down the Spartan offense. They forced 5 DePaul 3-and-outs and also had an interception in the second half as well. Junior defensive tackle Sal Morrow spearheaded that defensive performance. 6 tackles, 2 sacks. He now has 31 tackles on the season. So a huge come-from-behind win for Bergen Catholic. DePaul suffers its first loss of the season. And the Crusaders now look to make it 2 in a row with a gigantic game this weekend right here at St. Joe's against their arch rivals. Bergen Catholic St. Joe's long has been one of the great high school football rivalries in the state of New Jersey. And once again, this edition of the game will be terrific. Bergen Catholic coming in at 4-2 and St. Joe's at 3-1. Their only loss to McDonough of Maryland on the road to begin the season. Since then, the Green Knights have reeled off 3 straight wins. So, what about this Bergen Catholic St. Joe's rivalry? We had an opportunity to catch up with St. Joseph head coach Augie Hoffman. We're here at St. Joe's with head coach Augie Hoffman. Augie, terrific matchup coming up this week against your rivals, Bergen Catholic. This is one of the great rivalries in New Jersey high school football, isn't it?
Yeah, I firmly believe that. I mean, I think when it comes to high school, Bergen St. Joe's is as big as it gets. It's going to be a great atmosphere. I know their camp is excited. I know our kids are excited. Always makes out for a great game.
I mean, it's such a great rivalry. The kids kind of circle this one on the schedule before the season starts. I mean, this game means a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think it's as evenly matched in terms of the length of the rivalry as it could possibly be. And yeah, I mean, listen, it's more than a football game. It's like these kids made a decision to come to St. Joe's. Those guys made a decision to go to Bergen Catholic, and they have to see each other out. And the bragging rights come into play. It's just a big, huge game, across the board.
Can you tell us a little bit about your team? This is your first year at the helm here at St. Joe's, and how have the first 4 games been here for you so far?
I mean, they've been exciting. We've had some great wins. We had a tough loss in there. I think it's built a little bit of a. We're building character as we go. The kids have responded great, and I think they're learning every week that this is an ongoing process, and they have to continually get better. As do we as a staff, and I think we're doing that, and we're starting to form our identity, which is nice.
Catholic obviously comes off a huge win last week against DePaul. What are the keys for your team in this game going up against them?
Well, I think the biggest thing is the turnover battle. In any game, we have to win that, and we have to play physical, play fast, stay within ourselves. And I tell the guys every week that we're going to take what they give us, and stay within yourselves, and like I said, take what they give us, and we should be okay.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it. Good luck Saturday. Okay, thanks. So once again, one of the great rivalries in New Jersey high school football, St. Joe's and Bergen Catholic, will be played right here at St. Joseph High School. That's coming up this weekend. St. Joe's 3-1 and Bergen Catholic 4-2 on the season. Just a couple of notes about St. Joe's. As we said, their only loss was to McDonough of Maryland to begin the season. And they've been playing outstanding defense as well. They feature one of the top defensive players in the state in Joseph Giles Harris. He's 30 tackles already this season and 2 blocked punts. St. Joe's has been excelling on special teams. And also their quarterback, Jack Walsh, who took over for Spencer Aucamp, who graduated last year and was a 3-year starter here at St. Joe's. Walsh has kind of done a nice job filling some tough shoes. He threw for over 250 yards through the air against Old Japan. So this will be a great one. Bergen Catholic St. Joe's. We'll have highlights next week right here on NJ Sports Media on the Sidelines. Another big game that we'll have highlights of is in the public school ranks. Garfield, undefeated at 5-0, going up against Waldwick, also 5-0 on the season. This is a huge game as far as PowerPoint implications are concerned. Garfield right now, number 3 in North Jersey Group 3, and Waldwick, by the way, number 2 in North Jersey Group 2. You'll see some outstanding players here. Alex Victorino, the quarterback for Garfield, has over 10 touchdown passes already this season, and Waldwick's running game has been outstanding, led by Tyree Lee and Ron Cruis. By the way, Garfield, a program with rich tradition, just commemorated their 75th anniversary of the 1939 National Championship team, which defeated Miami High School from Florida in the Orange Bowl in 1939. So Garfield now celebrating another great season at 5-0. Highlights of Garfield Waldwick next week right here on NJ Sports Media on the Sidelines. So for everyone here at NJ Sports Media, I'm Lou Brogno. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week right here on the Sidelines.